Kamara Drive-In. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, 2017 Offensive Rookie of the Year, Alvin Kamara, fresh off a big performance a week ago, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They operate as a terrific unit.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Brissett now. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Eric Kendricks is another one of those bloodline guys in the NFL. His brother Michael also plies his trade as a linebacker. And Eric's trying to show him he's the best in the family.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The quick feet by Jackson. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, We're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious.
On EA Sports.
Come on, set. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Smooth.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
I smell fear in that offense.
Second and 3. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Hey, Delta. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Yo, Jackson, go.
He'll look to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. This for his running back, McCall. Oh, good move.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit. Let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got it. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help, because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jason Witten, as the first half is winding down.
That touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be fielded at the 8. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 10 logo.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. He finds an opening past the 40. Boom! Touchdown, Philadelphia! Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Bang, 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 bang. Be grip.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Here's Brissett. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Brissett on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Another try after the first down sack. Brissett. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it'll bring up third down.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's Brissett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a two-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense play?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one, we want two. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, and it's third down. On third down, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. To throw is Brissett. Now this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On the double. Mike 54. All day, baby. All day.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And shedding through the tackle. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the bank timeouts. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
58 right there.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Check 43. 49. Check 49. Check 49. General West. Check 24. Watch 24.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And now here comes their final timeout. as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Yep. Motion, motion, motion. 58's the mark.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now the Eagles will once again go for the 2-point try.
Come on, hey, watch that.
Go.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, we got to get this stuff.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I feel like we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going through 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. Brissett. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? Both sides will end up getting one.
So for Philadelphia, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.